energy surrounds us and binds us.
What is up, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another Andor reaction here on Carbonite Convos. To be honest with you guys, I'm still not mentally recovered from episode 10. So
I can't swim.
Those two words will never be the same for me.
3 words.
Can't swim.
True.
Whatever
I guess
it
it was 2. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter. It doesn't matter. But it just, I still am not emotionally recovered from that episode. That was some of the best 10 minutes of Star Wars I've ever watched. It was up there for sure. I've watched it like 4 or 5 times, just the prison breakout scene alone. So if episode 11, titled Daughter of Ferrix, if this is even half as good as the last one, then I'm going to be completely satisfied, because I left last week 150% satisfied, hype, excited, every great synonym in the book. So I'm definitely ready for this episode.
Yeah, man, I think you've summed it up. I am ready to get into it, man. I think we're gonna get a little bit slower one this week, just because last week was intense, right? But we're bound for a little bit more story set up, but we're getting towards the finale and end of the first season, so I'm bound something is bound to happen. So
definitely.
No,
exactly. We have 2 episodes left, so this one, I think you're right. It's going to be a little slower, but I still assume it's going to be a good one, because there hasn't been one episode of Andor where I left and was disappointed. So I'm ready. But we have a Daughter of Ferrix coming at you in 3, 2, 1.
I said, I hear you.
Jeez, dude, what do you do there?
Tell me they're leaving. They're leaving. Cassia. Okay. She would have wanted it that way.
No.
Heartbreaking. What about the droid?
Marva's dead, bro.
All of us.
Damn, poor guy.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Is it, what's the dude's name? We're hating on. Yeah, Cyril.
I don't think so.
Corv. Oh, they're from earlier. No?
Someone you know?
Cinta.
I can't imagine being barefoot for this long.
I mean, look at their feet. They're bleeding and destroyed.
It's
a quad jumper. That's from that's in The Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm. It's hauling ass. Oh, Spidey.
That's what I thought too.
The hell is that?
Wow.
Okay. Why did they do that to begin with?
Just gave them their ship.
They had to have taken them, right?
And they're off. Wow.
All right.
That feels good.
Get the hell out of here. Dude, why do I look? You feel like Luthen is kind of a bad guy.
I don't think he's a bad guy at all.
I don't know.
I think it's impossible to think he's a bad guy after his speech last week. Like,
not that he's
fully
a bad
committed
guy,
to the
but I guess he just has to make tough decisions, man, where he puts himself in bad light.
Well, that's the thing, the whole, clearly the Empire is evil, but the rebellion had to do some bad stuff to get to where they were too. And that's what Cassian said in Rogue One. So I completely understand what you're saying. And I think we're seeing exactly what has been described before as, the Rebel Alliance isn't always Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. Sometimes it's
dirty and grimy.
Exactly. The darker side of it.
Yeah.
If you're having difficulty speaking, just shake your head.
That doctor, that was evil.
That was super fucked up.
Damn.
That's terrible.
I expect an honest answer.
It's the only thing she shows up on time for.
Trying to understand what they're doing.
Looks like a Bible study type of thing.
They're just repeating this phrase.
Sounds like a cult.
Yeah.
Lost.
It's from last week. The gangster that wants to introduce his son to her daughter.
Oh.
What are you doing?
They don't know his vibe, man.
He just wants to catch Andor.
For some reason.
I mean, he murdered 2 of his officers.
True.
Wow, he came back here. That's nuts.
Damn, that blaster's sick.
Look at all those credits, too. About to see Saw again.
Yeah. Dude, Saw Gerrera is so interesting to me.
Yeah. This might be where Saw goes off the deep end and like refuses to work with the rebellion. Because we see that he won't do it
In Rogue One.
In
Yeah.
Rogue One. This is probably it.
Nah, he's lying.
He's lying. Makes a great point, and that's one of those tough decisions you were talking about.
Like what makes the most sense to win the whole thing?
Yeah.
What's the
long
end game here?
Yeah,
War.
buddy.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. What was sticking out the sides of that Star Destroyer?
I don't know. Well, it's not a Star Destroyer, but
It's like a smaller one.
it's close. Yeah, I think it's Imperial.
Damn, dude.
Oh,
This is
man.
gonna drag him back. He's screwed. Yo.
What?
That's sick.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Dude, why have we never seen that before? That was sick.
I know, right? We thought it was going to be a little slower, but we're getting some good action. He's got to fly and shoot. We haven't seen this ship yet. I forgot about this.
Yo, there it is.
That's sick.
I was in the trailer, yeah. Did he get the fuck
got
out of
out.
there?
Yo, he is the man. Yo. Luthen's a G. Wow. That was sick.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, why have we never seen that before?
Yeah, I know it was in the trailer. I imagine we would have seen that sooner.
I wonder if that's why it's changed to like tractor beams being over top instead of from behind.
She's gone.
Melshi, man. The fact that we see them both die on screen is sad.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of the scene that Cassian passes away at when he's holding
Where he's
Jyn.
just staring out into the ocean.
Yeah.
Damn, man. That one is a little heavy at the end. All right.
All right. So we're through 11 of 12. We have 1 episode left. I think some things I'm expecting from the finale. I don't expect it all to get wrapped up in a neat little bow, because we do have season 2 coming. But I think we're gonna get some answers on Mon Mothma and how she gets out of her predicament, either gets out of or goes all in for the rebellion, because at some point she's going to speak out against Palpatine.
Has to.
And at that point, well, she does. Like we see it in Rebels that she's done it. So at some point, I think we're gonna have to see that, and that's when shit's gonna hit the fan, and she's out as, you know, one of those senators that can be almost, quote, trusted. So I don't know if that's gonna be tomorrow or next season, but I think we're gonna see that. With Marva's funeral, I think we're gonna get some answers with Cyril. Whether Cassian's gonna be there, I don't know. So there's that line, and then we still don't know what's going on with Bix.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think she has to get rescued in some way, right? She's either going to have a very dramatic death or she's going to be saved, and there's no in between.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, I don't think we've seen Cassian at his lowest yet. I think he's just now realizing how bad things really are. Marva's gone. He doesn't know about Bix. I imagine not, like he said, not enough of the men made it out of the prison, right? So I don't know if he's gonna have that weighing on his conscience and have that above his head. So I imagine things are gonna get worse for him before they get better.
Yeah. And there has to be at some point the point where he's officially joined the rebellion, because we've seen him do the first rebel mission, but he's not part of the Rebel Alliance yet. So at some point we're going to cross that barrier, whether it's going to be this season or not. Maybe that's the kind of, quote, cliffhanger for the end of the series where he's committed. He's like, let's do this. And that's the signifier, or if that's the word, that it's go time for the rebellion, but we still need to see that aspect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good point. I've also seen some stuff that season 2 is going to be completely different than season 1. It's going to be more time jumps, because I think all of this, I think everything was in the matter of like a year. I don't think a lot of this was too long.
Right. It's the longest length of time was when he was in prison, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it was about the same time between when he was in prison and after Aldhani, because, he escapes from Ferrix. He goes straight to Aldhani, the prison break. That was only a few days. He's on vacation for a couple months, and then he goes to prison. I think we could do the math how long he was there, but he was there for a good several months. So I think all of this has been within a year. So at some point we need to do some more time jumps, because we still have 4 more years in between this and Rogue One. So next season we're going to be dealing more with time jumps.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I'm excited for the finale. Again, I know, like you said, it was a little bit slower, but that's not in a bad way. Like, there's so much going on that you can't not enjoy it.
100%.
Do you have anything else?
No, I think we're at that point of the show where again, we don't really have any clear direction as far as what we're gonna get. I think that makes a good show, though. It definitely has kept us locked in, and I'm excited for next week. I think we kind of covered the majority of it, though, man. No,
100%. And everybody, we really appreciate you tuning in. By the way, if you like Alec's hoodie, make sure to check out our merch shop. We finally was able to get our new logo, on some designs and active.
About time, man.
Long overdue. So if you want a hoodie, a shirt, a coffee mug, a sticker, anything, anything is really appreciated. We always appreciate your support, and we thank you for tuning in for another episode of Andor. We hope you enjoy this series as much as we do. And until the next time you're on Carbonite Convos, like always, may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you. Always.